Hi, I'm Devin, and today I'm going to be showing you the Burton. This is the new gaming case from Sentey, and it comes in three models. The 6500, which is the black version, 6500R, the red version, and 6500B, the blue version. Now, after viewing this video, if you have any questions, go ahead and go to the website at www.sentey.com. Let's start by taking a look at the box and the documentation that comes with the Burton. Now, right off the bat, you can see the sticker here, which indicates that it's SSD or solid-state drive compatible. Looking at the side of the box, we see the three different models of the Burton. And down here, we've got all the product specifications. See that it's a high tower case made out of 1mm steel. So this is going to make the case nice and heavy. It's a little over 26 pounds. Down here we see all the expansion slots. Now on this side we've got some more pictures, some details of the cabinet. Here we see a little bit of the cooling system. We've got two cooler fans exclusively for the video system. Down here we've got another list of product features that you can take a look at. Let's open up the box and see what we've got inside here. Now the first thing we've got is the instruction manual, and this also comes with a 1-year product warranty. Now we've taken the Burton out of the box, and here we can see it's got a great system of protection against dents and scratches. We've got two of these high-density foam covers, so these are much better than regular styrofoam. And it's also completely covered in this non-woven fabric, and so you're not going to get any scratches on this case. So here we've got the 6500R, the red version of the Burton. One thing to note here is the size of the case. It's a high tower case that measures 20.5 inches high. It's about 8.5 inches wide, and the depth is 21.75 inches. Let's actually take a look at the front panel of the Burton first. We see up here we've got room for 5.25 inch external drives, your CD or DVD drives. And we see that the top two of these bays have the quick access fold down panels, so you can put in your drives and not lose any of the nice looks of this case. We've got the front panel all covered in mesh for good ventilation. And down here we see we've got this mesh panel in front of where the hard drive bay is to get some cool air in through the front panel. I'm going to take off the front panel here and show you some of the anti-dust protection system as well as the cooling vents. See the front panel's all mesh covered, giving you access. And down here we've got a removable foam filter. See the front mesh through there. And this filter can be removed, wash it, go ahead and put it back. And this is going to provide protection in front of this front cooling fan. Now moving on to the top of the case, we see here the top panel completely covered in mesh, which conceals the two top cooling fans. And then here at the front of the top panel, we've got the power button, which actually turns on a light at the front panel. Then around the button, we've got the hard drive activity light. To the left, we have these 4 buttons, which control different fans in the cooling system. And here on the left, we have the reset button. And we have this acrylic cover, which covers the ports, starting with the SATA and native SATA connections. And this has got also the power needed for the SATA drives. And one thing to note with the Burton, it's got full functionality. You can go ahead and plug in a common SATA 2 drive right here at the top panel. It comes with 4 USB ports and also the headphone and microphone jack up here. And here at the back part of the front, at the top panel, we have the memory card reader, which reads any format, any of the common formats of the memory cards that you could possibly want. Moving on to the back of the case. Starting from the top, we've got 2 holes for the water cooling or liquid cooling system, covered with rubber grommets here for protection. We've got the ventilation screen covering a 120 millimeter cooling fan for the back, your 7 PCI expansion slots, and down here you've got room for your power supply. Moving on to the bottom of the case. Now you see the case is really well ventilated down here. Got plenty of room for air to come out. Right under the bottom, if we want to put a fan, a cooling fan for the power supply, we can expel hot air through the bottom of the case. We've got plenty of ventilation. And the last thing to note down here are the 6 rubber support feet. And this is very helpful for avoiding any vibrations in the case. And to finish off the outside of the Burton case, let's take a look at the side panels. Now, both of the side panels are easily removable, tools free. A pair of thumb screws. There's a latch here on the side that you just open this and take off. Now, first let's take a look at this side panel. You note this single piece here. This is part of the cooling system and also part of the anti-dust protection system. So this one piece here is allowing ventilation directly over the video card. We see this piece is attached by 4 screws here, and this allows you to take off this cover and clean the plastic filter behind it, and that keeps everything nice and dust free. Now this side panel, again, this case is made out of 1 millimeter steel, so it's really, really strong. And it doesn't vibrate at all. It's reinforced along the sides, and everything's nice and rounded. I'm not cutting myself on anything here. Okay, now I'm going to show you one of the features, one of the main features that makes this Burton case part of the extreme division of the Sentey cases, and that's the cooling system. We've got these 2 80 millimeter cooling fans. Now these sit directly over the graphics card to bring cool air from the side of the case right over the graphics card. Then in the front, here in the front, we've got a 140 millimeter cooling fan to get cool air right over the hard drives. Moving up to the top, we've got 2 120 millimeter fans to expel hot air out the top of the case. And finally, here at the back, we have another 120 millimeter fan to expel hot air out the back of the case. Okay, now let's move on and examine what comes from the inside of the case. Now this mounting tray for the graphics card cooling system swings out like this, so you get nice open access to the inside. And the first thing we see here comes with a little toolbox, and this is going to help you with everything you need to mount the motherboard. Cleaning cloth here. Comes with a mini Phillips screwdriver. This bag of course, Phillips head screws, and motherboard risers, a PCI slot cover, some more plastic mounting feet, and the motherboard speaker. Now, also inside the case, I've got another box here for connecting the top panel SATA drive connection. So this will connect your motherboard to the top panel and allow you to mount hard disk externally. It's pretty cool. And of course, for that, it comes with a mini disk, which comes with all the drivers for Windows 98, Windows XP, Vista, and Windows 7. Now, the Burton was designed with an anti-vibration system in mind. The opening for the power supply is coated with rubber protection, and also the mounting supports here have rubber pads to eliminate vibrations from the bottom as well. And also, everything is well terminated. All the edges are nice and rounded so you don't accidentally cut yourself. And this, you can mount an optional cooling fan here at the bottom of the case. And it's got room for a 120 millimeter or a 140 millimeter fan down there. Then looking at the inside of the case, we see it's nice and roomy. You've got room for an extended ATX motherboard, so you can use this system as a gaming system, office system, whatever you want. It's a really large motherboard. You also see the cutout here for the CPU. And I'm going to give you a look at the connector cables that come with this case. We've got a couple of Molex connectors for the cooling fans. We've got the SATA connections, USB connections for the front panel. There are sound connections here. This bundle has all the motherboard connections for the power switch, the reset button, the hard drive activity light. Another great feature of the Burton gaming case is the complete tool-free system. Now, this allows you to install your optical drives without any extra tools. Just unclip this, put in the optical drive, and then lock it back down. Also, the hard drive bay is removable without any tools, and each of the 5 trays comes out. It's got an aluminum mounting plate for 2.5-inch or 3.5-inch hard drives. Just mount your drive on there, slide that back in, and the whole bay slides back in. And the last tool-free part is the PCI bay. You've got 7 expansion slots for PCI. And to get better access to the PCI area, you can actually remove this mounting arm that has the coolers for the graphics card. And back here, you see the clips for the PCI expansion cards. Just go ahead and install the card, put those back on, and you're ready to go. And now we're going to finish off with the inside of the case by taking a look at the other side. Now this side panel, just like the other one, is removed completely tool-free, a pair of thumb screws, and this side latch. Again, a nice firm side panel, part of the anti-vibration system. Now here we see a bunch of ties here for cable management. This allows you to run the cables on the back side of the motherboard mounting plate, keeps the inside of the case clutter-free and allows for better air movement, keep everything nice and cool. Got plenty of access for running cables. And here, like I showed you on the other side, here you get a better view of the CPU cutout. This allows you to put secondary CPU cooler on the back side of the motherboard after you've installed everything. Got nice big access and ventilation there. We've gone ahead and put together a complete system using the Burton GS-6500, the black version. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on. First thing to note is, once you turn it on, you've got this nice blue light here on the front. You can see the fans have blue LEDs on them, and that shines through the mesh paneling, both here at the front, the top, and at the back. And up top, we have controls for the fans. Each of the individual 4 cooling zones turn on and off from these control buttons at top. And let's go ahead and open up the side panel and show you what's inside. We put this together with a complete water cooling system. You see this cabinet is gigantic, fits the entire water cooling system inside. We've got multiple graphics cards, a nice big power supply, and in here you get a better look at the cooling fans with the blue LEDs. Now on the other side here, I'm going to show you what this looks like put together. You see all the internal cabling is on the back side of the motherboard mounting plate. And again, you see the cutout, and here you've got access to the back side of the CPU. And that's all we have for today. You've seen the Burton GS-6500. If you have any more questions, go ahead and go to the website at www.sentey.com.